Welcome back, everybody. So in this next video, I want to talk about a couple of things on how you can help cleanse your energy, and this is going to help you feel really good. And I know some people who are watching this course who aren't into meditation, who aren't into spirituality that much or anything like that. Just going through this course, this might be a little weird to you or whatever. I mean, if you've never been to a yoga class, then this might be a little off topic to you, and that's okay, but this might be just your first exposure to this, and this can help you out. But the more you get into meditation, the more sensitive you're going to become, meaning like you're going to start being able to feel energy. Like if someone's angry, you're going to be able to feel their anger, or if someone's sad, you're going to be able to feel their sadness, and you become more of an empath. And this is one of the things that I didn't really expect when I got into meditation. And because I would, when I was younger, I would be like out in public or at my job or whatever, and I would start, if someone was angry or upset with something, like I would start to feel those vibrations, and it kind of messed with my own feeling and how I felt. And so I just want to give you a little heads up on some things that could help you out too. And these are some things that I didn't really consider until more and more I got into meditation, and these things really do help you out. So I don't know if you, whether you believe it or not, even though I've never personally seen an aura or a chakra or anything like that, like they do exist, and you can actually feel them like in your system. Like, if you're not familiar with what a chakra is, basically like every human being, like every body has like thousands of chakras actually, which are basically energy centers. But there's basically like 7 basic chakras that a lot of people who are into meditation and yoga really focus on. Again, there's more chakras than just the basic 7, but there's a chakra in the base of your spine. There's another chakra behind your belly button. There's another chakra right below your rib cage, and all this is going up your spine, just so you know. But right at your base of your spine, going all the way up to your heart, to your throat, into your mind, and above your head, there's like these energy centers. And these energy centers basically help control your life. And so if you have any kind of difficulty in your life, there might be a chance that your chakras are imbalanced. For instance, if you have lots of fear and worry, if you have money problems, for instance, a lot of that has to do with your root chakra, because that's your basic chakra. Your basic chakra, which is at the very base of your spine, is related to like your survival. So if you're in constant fear, like you might have a weird feeling like such at the bottom of your chakra that just kind of feels weary or like kind of like shaking or whatever, but like it's not imbalanced. And same thing with like any other area of your life. For instance, if you have a hard time expressing your emotions or feeling love or receiving love, that might be a blockage in your heart chakra. And so, or this is the biggest one right here, is like self-esteem. A lot of people have self-esteem issues. And so self-esteem actually has to do with your solar plexus chakra. And so when your chakras are all balanced, you feel healthier, you feel more energetic, and your life goes a lot more smoother. And I guess what I'm thinking about too, another big problem that people have is like they can't decide on what they're going to do with their life. They have lots of ideas, but they cannot make a decision on where they're going to go or what they're going to do, and they just have no grounding. And again, that's your root chakra too. And so I'm just touching up on these things because like they do exist, and there's something to consider and some ways to help your energy out. I want to give you 3 new tips on how you can do that. And so one great way, and this is actually the easiest way, probably the most enjoyable way to clean your energy, and this has to do with your aura in general, is like take a bath with salt. So it doesn't have to be Himalayan pink salt, for instance. I know that's kind of big right now, but you can actually get just regular old table salt and get like a 1 pound Morton's table salt. It's like 89 cents at Walmart. It's the one with the girl with the umbrella. Comes in like in a navy blue little cylinder case or whatever. But it's like 89 cents. It's a basic table salt. And when you go take a bath, take a hot bath, pour the entire thing into your bathtub. Don't do just like 1 cup or whatever. Like do the entire thing. It's just 89 cents for the salt. And if you want to, you can even add a couple of drops of lavender essential oils to help make the bath even more soothing. And so that's just one thing you can do, is just get 1 pound of table salt, 89 cents from Walmart, put the entire thing in your bath water along with some lavender oil. You can also do the same thing with Epsom salt. And so if you get like a little 3-pound Epsom salt bag, again, put the entire thing into your salt water, into your water, and then it's gonna soothe your muscles and it's gonna clean your aura. And I don't know how it really works, like as far as like how salt cleanses your energy. I'll just be honest, I don't know how it does work. But I mean, people have salt lamps to attract negative energy in the room and things like that. So whatever that belief is or how it works, it does work, because like after you take a bath in salt water, you absolutely feel very cleansed. I'm from Florida, and like whenever you go to the beach, you're in the salt water, like you can't help but go home and take a nap. So I mean, you just feel so cleansed and so relaxed, and it really does just cleanse your energy, it cleanses your aura and everything, and you just have another whole refreshed sense about yourself. All right, the second tip is to do yoga. And so if you've never done yoga before, I mean, it's always worth looking into, like just going to a beginner class, or just watching some beginner videos on YouTube. I'm sure some people who are already watching this course on meditation have already been to yoga class, but again, I don't know who's watching this video. So, but even my dad, who's like the most, he's like a Republican, he's like 70 years old. He just started going to yoga class. Like he's not the type of person who would ever go to yoga class, but he loves it. And so he goes to like the community college, and where they have like yoga classes for like $10 or whatever. So I mean, even he loves it and he enjoys it. So you're never too old or too young to get into yoga. And so, but what yoga does is basically it's a series of stretches in your back, and there's actually, I'm gonna have a list of 7 yoga postures that you can do to help balance your chakras. And again, like there's every yoga pose focuses on a certain chakra, so it's going to help balance them out. So this is something that I do on a weekly basis, maybe more than once a week, but this feels really good, especially if you feel any kind of imbalance in your life, whether you feel worry or self-esteem issues or whatever. Like for some reason, whenever you do yoga, you feel super great, and it just helps your energy flow. Not to mention, this is a little bit off topic, the youthfulness of your body is all in your spine. So if you have a youthful spine that is flexible, that can bend, you're going to be healthier, and you're going to look healthier, and you're going to have like a more youthful sense about yourself. So your spine controls everything. Your spine goes to like your organs. The spine connects to all your limbs. But if you can take care of your spine and take care of your heart, you could live to be 100 years old. And so, but your youthfulness is all in your spine. If you can take care of your spine, you will always have a youthful energy to yourself. So, but doing yoga in itself is going to help balance your chakras. And why this is important is because if you practice meditation, for a period of time, a lot of times what happens is like your upper chakras, such as your heart, your throat, your mind, and your crown chakra, they get really energized, and they, you have all this spiritual, compassion and lovingness to yourself. But the lower chakras do not get any of attention, like such as your willpower, which, has the seat of some ambition. So, I mean, some people who have like no sense of like wanting to accomplish anything, usually it's in their lower chakras, or if they cast off like all material desire, it's just like, you're gonna end up poor if you don't take care of your root chakra. So I mean, I'm just saying, like, the more you get into meditation, the more likelihood that your upper chakras will become more energized, and like you're gonna be focusing more on this stuff. But if you do not do any kind of yoga or chakra balancing exercises, like you're gonna lose sense of like direction in life. And that's really your root chakra right there. And that's why a lot of people can't decide on what they want to do with themselves. Like they have all these great ideas, like their mind is active, but they have no grounding to actually put into place into the physical world. And so, and then, you got your sex chakra also, which isn't just, for sex, but it's also your creativity also. So a person who needs more creativity, your sex chakra, your second chakra might be out of balance. So, but I'm gonna have a whole chart in case you don't know what chakras are, in a little cheat sheet down below to where you can look it over. If you have any imbalances, you can kind of look at it and see, okay, maybe it's my root chakra or this chakra or whatever. But you should always do, an exercise that balances all 7 chakras, which I'll include some yoga poses, which will help balance everything. And then, which brings me to my next exercise, and this is actually a really quick visualization exercise that you can do. So So in case you haven't seen a little graph of chakras or whatever, again, there's some people that haven't, but your chakras are all based around certain colors and everything, such as red is your base chakra, orange is in your sex chakra, yellow is your solar plexus, green is your heart, you got blue in your throat, indigo in your mind, and then you also got white energy hitting around your crown chakra. So if you haven't seen any of these before, I'm going to have a little chart that actually you can help represent where these are. And what you can do is you can visualize a certain color in this part of your spine. So if you feel like you have no sense of direction, if you feel fearful or worried or anxious, you can focus on the bottom root of your spine and visualize the color red, and then kind of go up your spine to, like, after you focus on like the root chakra for like 30 seconds, maybe a minute, you can go onto your second chakra, which is right below, right behind your belly button basically, and just focus on your spine area there and focus like a bright orange, and then hold that visualization for a minute, and then you can go up to your solar plexus where you have your willpower and your self-esteem, and so you can focus on right where your, basically the bottom of your rib cage, right where that area is, right where your spine is, focus on that spine, bright yellow. And then you can go up even more so into your heart area, and so focus on your spine there and visualize like a bright emerald green. And then you can come up to your throat chakra, visualize like a healthy bright blue, and then you come up into your brain center where you can visualize like an indigo, and then at the very top, like right above your head, you have the crown chakra, which you can just visualize white light. So doing this little exercise only takes 3 to 7 minutes, 30 seconds on each chakra, a minute on each chakra. We're talking like 3.5 minutes to 7 minutes just to help balance your chakras out. So these 3 exercises are things that I picked up along the way, because like I said, like once you practice meditation for so long, you're going to get into you're going to become more sensitive to people's energies, and you're going to start honing in, getting more dialed in to how you feel as a person too. So doing these 3 exercises are going to help you out. Again, you can take a salt bath once a week, or while you're also doing like a bath with like coconut oil or a castor oil or ghee, do those on a separate day, and then do your salt bath on a separate day too. So I mean, I mentioned that earlier, where you can take ghee or castor oil and take a bath with that, and that'll actually help soothe your nerves a little bit more. But keep that on a separate day. So you can take 2 baths a week, and that's great. So do one for your energy cleanse, do one to calm your nerves. But yeah, take a salt bath, that's one exercise. Doing yoga, and again, I'm going to have a chart with like some yoga poses that you can do to help balance your chakras, and then it's also going to make your spine healthier as well. And then on to the next exercise where you can actually visualize the chakras in your spine. And so just do what feels good, do what you're good at. You don't have to, if you're good at doing yoga, I would say is probably more important than doing the visualization of the chakras. But I'm just saying, if you wake up in the morning and you have just a few minutes to spare, you can just do the chakra meditation just really quickly where you visualize the colors. Otherwise, make sure you can do yoga at least once a week, maybe twice a week. Daily is ideal, but I know everyone is pressured for time. So do what you can do in your best spare time. So I hope you enjoy these tips, and I'll see you in the next video.